Right. It's me. Right. I got a video. I got a something to show you. Right. This is what I think it is. Right. So you look at the cross. Right. Like this. Okay. So that's the cross. Right. This is what I think is they've done. Right. Right. So I think. So that's the cross. Right. With a little down arrow on it. Right. Because obviously it's got to get into the ground. Right. So yeah, we must have had one. Right. Right. So this cross. There is a story that Joseph stole it from the garden to put Jesus on it. I saw that, so check that out. I read that in the gospel, right? So, uh, I think there's a net here. This is the safety net we've fallen through, right? So I think we've already fallen through the safety net, right? So that's the safety net. We're underneath that, right? Okay, so we're trying to get here. Okay, that's where we're going. There, that's the way up, right? So the safety net is our understanding of everything, right? Now, time goes from here to here, right? So that's our arms, right? That's like our arms, right? So we've got a little hand there, right? So that's our hand, and then we've got a little hand there, right? Hand there, right? So that's time, right? Right. So start with that's your first thought, and that's your now, right? But what's happened is you're stuck here on this point of holding the line, right? Which is bullshit, right? That's the cha-cha thing, right? So we're stuck here, right? So what I think they have done is put a box here and a box here, right? And I think they have uh, lifetime after lifetime. They have that's a lifetime, that's a lifetime, that's a lifetime, that's a lifetime, right? And they've got these little points of us, right? So that's like that. And this is kind of like not a feather, okay? Not a feather. I'm not making any feather to this, right? Right. So it's like that, right? So you've got however many lifetimes you've lived. Could be millions, right? Who knows? Just depends how big your soul is, right? So in the grooves of that, your lifetime's right. So I think that's something to do with Saturn. Okay, so Saturn knows about that. So that's one ring of Saturn. So that's the other ring of Saturn, right? And then the other ring of Saturn, right, is this one, right? The other ring of Saturn is this one. And this is your lifetime when you wake up in the morning. But time is the same. So it's the same time. So it's the now, right? But people are shifting from these towers. This is like a tower, right, of time, right? But it's the same time, okay? It is no different time of yours, really. It's just that over you. And then you've got all of your past, where you've come up from underneath your stack as well, right? So that's the stack as you're unfolding, right? And then you've got to go and unfold all the way to the start of your now, which is all the way down there, right? So that is your anchor point to all of this nonsense, right? So I went all the way down and had a look at the anchor point, and I found it was a daisy chain for the girls. It was a daisy chain, daisy doll, daisy paper doll thing, right? And for the men, it was a doily, like a doily paper thing, and what do I see a doily and a something about a folded swan, origami or something. So this could be ash as well. Ash, anything in a ring, like in a ring, cast into a ring, like you're dead and you died, and they've got something of you, like an old foreskin or something. Something they've got hold on that's casted you, right? So whatever has got a hold on your bottom with your first thought here, right? Because that's just a stretch, right? Because that's not really time, right? So whatever's got a hold on the first thought cuts off there, right, and goes poof. So get rid of it. that's not got a hold on us, and we don't have to go all the way back through all of that just to take that off. Do you know what I mean? So we find our true start and go through all that and keep going until we find our true first thoughts and our true starts, right? So as we've been up these levels, we've seen how they've been working, right? Because we came up from COVID, which was about here. So that was COVID 2025, right? You got different White Houses. You got White House 45 was here, White House 45, and you got White House 50, White House 50. You got White House 55. Oh, that's all shit, right? And then up here, you've got the top down there, the control systems, right? And they're all pushing, right? That's the push, right? The pressure's coming from the net, right? And the architect works on safety nets in the house in a Tarquin cottage. He does. There's a truck parked outside it with safety nets on it. They're doing safety nets. So yeah. Anyway, so that's the pushing. So that's the control systems coming down and saying projections. These are our projections, right? Projections, and that's pushing down on you, right here, right? And that's pushing down, right? Projections, lies, shadows, dimmings, right? And you've got all that to deal with, right? That, you seal away from that. So we don't talk to that anymore. So that's gone, right? Because you understand that that's just a control system that is not there anymore, right? So that's the dildo race gone, right? So they can't feel. So the safety net can no longer feel anything, right? And our now is now free of all that netting. We can get up to higher and away from that. So that's our column, all free, right? So we know. We remember all of that. All of those stacks. That could be you, iced in cryo there. You could be iced there and living there. You could be iced there, living there. Do you know what I mean? So I bring all of my cells back to me here. Here I am. Bring all my cells back from there all the way to me. My soul here, right? That's where I am. So all my soul bits and bobs and fragments all come back to me from there. And all me and machines that project, that they made out of me, all of my aeons go out of those machines, come back to me, back to me, back to me, back to me. And all of those false times that I'm trapped in to be a machine, they all come back to me, 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 back to me. And me is me, and I am not on a cross, and here I am, away from all that shit, with my soul protecting me. All right? Right. Got that?